Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 3 of Kubernetes 1.25 release. So this meeting is recorded, and that means we're under the CNCF Code of Conduct, which boils down to please be nice and respectful of everyone. I see people are coming in and filling out their names. That's awesome. I don't see any items in open discussion. So feel free to raise any now. If not, I will hand this over to Enhancement, Priyanka.
Hey everyone, so our overall status is green, although we have a lot at risk. As of today, we have received 38 enhancements. Out of them, 2 are fully tracked. 27 of them are at risk at the moment, and out of the total, we have 9 alpha, beta 9, 10 stable, and 1 deprecation. A note here, most of them are at risk because in 1.25, there is a major change in the KEP template from 1.24, which is in the test plan section. So most of the KEPs that are already merged also require updating their test plan section. That's why a couple of them are open and still doing updates there. Over this week, the enhancements team has reached out to all SIGs over Slack to do another reminder for opting in their enhancements. And with that outreach, we are actually expecting a lot of enhancements to be added in the coming weeks. Just another thing we faced this week, a lot of SIGs leads and co-chairs were facing issues with adding KEPs to the enhancement sheet. This was because of the permissions restricted to KEP collection tab only, and folks are not much aware of that restricted permissions thing on the enhancement sheet. So right now what I've done is I've just added an instructions tab at the landing page of our enhancements tracking sheet link. I hope that helps people go to the right tab, but if it does not, I'll just like manually go and ping them and help them to add their KEPs. Yeah, that's all the updates. Thank you.
Quick question, Priyanka. In the email that we send out to the SIG leads, the link to the KEP, the enhancement sheet, does that take them to the right tab, or does that just take them to the initial tab?
It takes to the first tab, which used to be dashboard, but there was a lot going on that, so I've hidden that tab because there was no use of that. Now in place of that, I've added instructions, which just gives them a brief overview of where to go if they want to opt in. Yeah,
that makes sense. And also just want to clarify that any KEP that is upgrading will need to add a test plan in their KEP. Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, so there are some check boxes, like too long DR is we are requesting every KEP owner to mark a checkbox saying like whatever, if required, they will have to come back and help updating the test if at any point we would require updating the test to support all other components that are affected by that KEP. So we are just like requesting them to add that checkbox in their test plan, and also like I think rest of the things are same. The checkbox is the major change. Also some meta in different test plan sections. So yeah.
Thank you for that, Priyanka. Does anyone else have questions for enhancements? If not, I will move on to CI Signal. Nivedita, I hope I said that right. Please correct me. CI Signal.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, hey everyone. Our current status is yellow. On master blocking, we have 0 failing and 4 flakes. And on master informing, we have 4 failing, and I will open an issue for 2 of them after this meeting, and we are currently observing other 2. And we have 6 flakes. Yeah, that's all for this lesson.
Any questions for CI Signal? All right, bug triage, Heba.
Hello, everyone. So our status still green. We have so far 18 issues and 22 BRs. Nothing critical, nothing blocking any blocking VRs or issues. So far so good. The Shadows team has been onboarded and started to think together about splitting the work. And I'm facing some problems in spreadsheets. Hopefully we can solve it as soon as possible so people can start using it. Thank you.
Classic. Spreadsheet issues. Okay. Any questions for bug triage? All right. Docs with Kirsten.
Hi. So let's see, we held the onboarding meeting for the doc shadows on Monday, and that went well. Our 2 new shadows applied for org membership. That's pending. I got access to the enhancements spreadsheet for the team, and I'm in the process of setting up the other required access for our team, and everything is going well. Thanks.
That's great to hear. Release notes with Carlos.
Yeah, so we did the kickoff with the release shadows last week. Shadows are attending orientation this week, picking one of those states that Ray posted. I'm myself trying to see if I can do one-on-ones, so scheduling those for this week, one-on-ones with the shadows. And then the status, I don't know if put it green or greenish to yellow. I put yellow, but if we can recover as soon as we have our first, hoping a first tag. So in the timeline, there might be a little bit of confusion. Like there's a milestone called start release node draft, but we cannot do that with the KRail tool until we have a new tag. Like the current tag is .0 alpha.0, and that's the same as 124. And in the timeline, I see alpha 2, but I don't see alpha 1. So if alpha 1 gets created this week, then we'll be able to create that initial draft. If not, then alpha 2, it's TBD, but it's said that it's going to be week 4 next week. So I don't know if they're going to
worry.
cut alpha 2 or
we'll
alpha
sync
1.
on that. We can sync on that. I'll provide our full update on when it's my time, but yeah,
Okay.
Don't worry about that, Carlos.
Yeah, so I think we're yellow, but as soon as we have a tag, we can kick off that process, and we should be green. So there's no issues with that. So.
Sounds good. All right. Comms with Kat. We can't hear you, Kat. I'm not sure if you're there. I see that you're unmuted, but I'm not sure if it's my end, but I don't hear anything from Kat.
I have way too many microphones attached to this computer.
All right. We got you. Yeah.
Now
we're doing our shadow onboarding call exactly like 15 minutes after this, which will mostly be going through like comm specific resources, like how to use the enhancements tracking sheet, getting to know each other, going over what's expected with reaching out to SIGs and the feature blogs for now, because that's our most pressing concern. I will also be beginning to reach out to the SIG leads over today and tomorrow about getting with them on what may want to be included as feature blogs and go over the communications timeline for each of those. So we're fine right now. We're just cruising along.
That's good to hear. All right. Release branch management with Veronica.
Hello. So hi. Apologies for all the delays on the branch management side. We are very understaffed on the release managers team, but so I volunteered to be branch manager again. So here I am. I still haven't selected my shadow, but will shortly. And I will type all of this and after I finish talking. And for your point, Carlos, yeah, the alpha one, we usually, after the previous cycle is done, a few days after, we caught, like, the same team that took care of the previous release caught alpha one. In this case, it was not like that, but now we are arranged, and so I will sync with you privately and to see when will this suit you better. And we can totally make that happen for alpha one. And so that's why it's not in the official schedule, because it's usually arranged like a few days after the previous cycle is done. So yeah, we can take that. We can take care of that this week, and we'll take it from there. And so I guess we're green because we haven't done anything. And that's it. I don't know if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just post in the release channel and just CC me. No issues. I didn't know the process by week 0. Usually we have that cut, so no issues there.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Veronica. All right. Updates from the EA, Ray.
Hey folks, I do have an update. So we scheduled 3 shadow onboarding sessions. Today's session, I do have to reschedule it. I have a work meeting that just came up today, and then I need to attend to. I have rescheduled that already. So the first shadow onboarding session is tomorrow, Thursday, June 9th at 7 a.m. Pacific. The second one is on Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. And the third one is on next Wednesday, June 15th at 1 p.m. Pacific. If these times don't suit you, please feel free to reach out and we could set up another time, or we could do a one-on-one session.
All right, thank you, Ray. Release leads update, Cece.
Hi everyone. I'm still working on the onboarding issues this week, so I'm trying to onboard all the release team into the proper give all of the release team the proper access. So now most of us should have the added admission in this doc and should be added into the release team. But some of us still didn't get the access to the Kubernetes org membership. So once all of the missing shadows got access to the Kubernetes org members, I'll raise another PR to add you into the purple group. And also there is major SIM compilation timeline got added into the release milestone based on the discussion happening in the previous retrospective meeting. So we will have a major SIM compilation timeline for that, which will be on week 13, I believe, 2 weeks before our release, and it's owned by the release nodes lead. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Cece. And then next we have 6 Scalability. The current status is green. I don't think there's anyone from Scalability here to speak on it, but things seems good over there. Shall we walk over the project board, or did we do this last week already?
We can walk through. There's nothing much updates in the first few weeks normally, but it's no hurt to go over it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I think some of these has been around for a bit. Does anyone have anything here that they'd like to bring up? Because yeah, it's updated 27 days ago. It's quite old.
Yeah, I'll expect more updates coming after the enhancement phase, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Does anyone have any other discussion item that we did not get to in the beginning? Otherwise, I will stop the recording now. Okay. Recording stop.